Hey there, quick question. Do you cuss like a sailor, but you want to grow a business on YouTube and you're not sure you can do it with the mouth that you have? Stick around and I'm going to let you know what I've learned, what I found out, and whether or not it's even possible. Hey there, welcome to Debi JTV, and if you are looking to start and grow a business using YouTube and other social media, you've definitely come to the right place. And as most of you guys know, I've been doing a series on overcoming excuses for why not to start a YouTube channel, because I know so many people are afraid to get on video. Today is, I believe, we're on excuse number 5, and one of the main things that I had talked to my son about before I decided to start was, hey, I cuss like a sailor. And you know, for advertising dollars, if you want to grow a business that way, it's not necessarily a good thing to be doing something like that. And if any of you watch Gary Vee at all, you know that that man cusses nonstop, but he doesn't care whether he monetizes his channel. So there's a big difference there. So I don't know whether I've introduced myself. I have a really bad habit of not doing that. I am Debi. You are on Debi JTV. So before I get started, let me be the first one to tell you, I am not here to debate, okay? There are a lot of people that believe that people who curse are uneducated, blue collar, low class, whatever you want to do, whatever you call it. And then there are studies that have been done that show that people who curse a lot actually have a very high IQ. I'm not here to debate either side of that argument. What I'm here to talk about and what I had to look into is how do you, it's not acceptable on YouTube. And obviously family and kid channels are a lot less accepting than most other channels are out there. But I did learn a few things, okay? Number one is that the YouTube terms of service allow for you to cuss as long as it is appropriate for the content that you're actually recording. So, you know, if you just the only thing I can figure is that if you're putting ever effing blanking frickin', you know, if that's the way you talk in general, that's not necessarily appropriate for the content itself, or it's not a necessary expletive to say, hey, right here, I want it to be a very strong point, which is typically when those things kind of show up is, you know, when you're passionate about something. The challenge on YouTube is that when you are using a lot of curse words, you have advertisers that aren't going to be willing to advertise on your channel. So if you're just out doing YouTube for fun and you're looking to just be a creative out here, record, go, upload, and you don't care whether it monetizes on an advertising standpoint, it's not even a concern that you should have to worry about, okay? But like I said, if you are looking to build it as a business, if you are looking for advertisers to advertise on your channel, then you're going to have to pay more attention to it. And then I think after that, really becomes like, what kind of curse words do you use, okay? I've got curse words in my videos. If you look at my previous videos that I've already done about my excuses in this series, you're going to see a cuss word or two here and there. But the thing is, I very rarely, well, at least on video, I haven't had a reason to. I very rarely have used the F word on the video. I don't believe my son's had to bleep any of that out. Now, I don't record while I'm driving down the road, okay? That's typically when that word comes out on a regular basis. What can I say? I drive a truck for a living. I drive 11 hours a day out around a bunch of people that don't know how to drive and don't care how they act or operate around a big rig. So it's road rage. I either let it out in that form and I curse and yell at every car that goes by, or, you know, I could possibly run a few over, but I don't move that fast, so it's a little tough to catch them. And like I said, while I'm not here to argue the point whether it's something people should or shouldn't be doing online on video or how they're teaching things, you know, if you think about it, let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about when you run across curse words in videos, okay? Because I know that if I cuss, there are going to be certain people that aren't going to watch my video, and I'm okay with that, because the whole point of being a creative out on YouTube is you are going to attract the audience that likes you. And I am very well aware that some people don't like cussing at all, so they won't show up on my channel. Some people don't care if it's a little bit here and there, so they won't mind coming over here. And I know, even as good as the information is that Gary Vee puts out, I have friends who won't watch his stuff regardless of the message because of the amount of cursing that he does. So he knows that he's losing some of his audience, and like I said, he's okay with that. Now, here's the other challenge that I see from the other side of the coin. For those of us that are creatives, YouTube put out a platform that says, hey, you're welcome to get out here and record and put on video whatever you want to. So as a creative, Why should YouTube tell me what I can and can't say, or whether I can curse or not curse? Well, for several reasons. Bottom line is, ultimately, this is YouTube's platform, YouTube's rules. And if you want to record out here, they're not going to tell you you can't use curse words or you can't cuss out here online. What you have to know is you have to make a decision. Do you want to be monetized? If you don't care, then there's no reason for you to curb what you say. Talk however you want out here, because it won't make a difference other than the people that will or won't watch you. So ultimately what it comes down to is, number one, whether or not you want to be monetized, because there are going to be advertisers that may or may not be willing to work with you. Whether or not you want to earn ad revenue from YouTube, because they'll not only demonetize, I think they only demonetize your channel or the videos individually, I believe, not the entire channel necessarily. I'd have to look into that. But if you're, like I said, if you just want to be creative and get out here and do your thing, get out here and do your thing. Obviously, I decided that I am not going to let the fact that I cuss like a sailor or like a trucker, as in my case may be, stop me from getting out here. I'm going to get out here and do my thing, and I think you guys should too. So if you have other excuses or reasons that are keeping you from getting out here and doing your thing on YouTube or on Instagram or any place else, drop those notes in the comments. Let me know what's standing in the way of you getting started, because if there's a way I can help you out, that would be awesome. If you want, I believe I have several other videos that I've already done in this series, and you can take a look at the series on overcoming excuses, because there's other things that I covered, like whether people laugh at you, whether you're too old, whether you're too ugly, those kind of things. All the reasons that I was giving my son on why I just cannot get out here and do a YouTube channel, but here I am. So I know that those excuses and the fears can be overcome. We just got to figure out how to help you get through it. So please let me know. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos that I'm putting out, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell icon next to it. That way they'll notify you when I have new content coming out. And just remember, guys, life is short. Go out and make it happen. I'll talk to you guys later.